Okay, so the scene starts off with Mr. Potato Head stealing from a train. Give me that sweep. And why is bro aura farming? Bear in mind, this the first thing we see of Woody in this movie, and he's aura farming. Not even a hey, hello, how are you? Peep the aura, take the flick, this going straight on the gram. He's walking up, head down, hat covering the face, just looking at the cowboy boots he bought of Timu. I just know he's been planning this for months now. And to put the cherry on top, he even gonna put his foot on his face and lift the hat. Foot on the face has to be one of the most disrespectful things I've ever seen. This up there with spitting, we're throwing hands immediately. But Mrs. Potato Head then pulls up with the nunchucks, weave, and peep the acrobatics. Brody hit about 10 back handsprings right to the edge of the train. She then hits him off, but Jessie pulls up with bullseye, catching Woody. And with a smile on his face, Mr. Potato Head gon' blow up the train tracks over a canyon that a train full of orphans is heading right towards, and then dips out with the aliens like it's nothing. Sacrificing a bunch of orphans to get away is crazy. They don't even have the money with them. Whole mission was a bust. They even got the outro music playing in the back as they leave. They bumping it in the car like these. Aliens driving the getaway car don't even know what's happening. Ask him how old they are. Oh man. Woody and Jessie catch up to the train. Woody hits the brakes, but it's already too late. The train goes straight over the edge, cause Jessie looking like one of them French snaps. But you already know the GOAT has to pull up. One of the greatest toys ever made, the most beautiful aura farmer of all time, Buzz Lightyear holding up the train. I don't know why Brody was down there in the first place, chilling in some random canyon, looked up to see a train coming right towards him. But we then cut to the potato heads as they're counting up all the bread they stole, which I have no idea how they have. Must have a hidden inventory or something, cause they did not jump off the train with that. But Buzz pulls up, cutting the whole V in half. They done dropped all their coins, go spend the next 2 hours picking them up just to pay for one item. The rest of the squad pulls up and both teams are over here talking like Pokemon trainers, bringing out their best Pokemon. But a giant pig ship pulls up out of nowhere above them, hand beams them up and drops down a crate on them. It explodes and a million tiny monkeys come out of it, engulfing the whole squad. Low key one of my biggest fears. Imagine a million ants attacking you, covering your whole body. I'm doing everything in my power to get them off. Anyways, turns out this whole scenario is just Andy playing with his toys in his house, and his mom's over here recording him like one of them African uncles at the function. I'm trying to eat my jollof rice in peace. They got a camera right in my face, but if I break it, I'm the bad guy, right? But we then go through a giant time skip of Andy growing up. He's even putting the height of his toys down as well, and if you look very closely, you can see Kaisa now all the way down here. We then cut to current time and the whole squad is in a chest, and they got some master plan to get Andy's attention. With the soldiers bringing a sock with Andy's phone in it, they ring it up using a different one. Andy pulls up and bro's a grown ass man now. He's 17 now, don't got time to play with toys anymore, just moved them out the way to grab his phone. Rex wouldn't let go.
Give me that shit, nigga!
Andy answers the phone and Woody's on the other line, ain't say a single word. Got Andy thinking it's one of them scam callers who called just to not speak. I ain't gonna lie, just to scare them, I'll be hitting them with the I will look for you, I will find you, and I will. Andy then chucks Rex back in the chest, leaves, and the whole squad's distraught cause Andy won't play with them like he used to. I mean, like, what did they expect? He's 17 now, though he was still gonna be playing with them like these every day. He's even going to college in like 3 days. He's trying to become the best frat boy on campus, and if he has toys in his room, the honey's gonna be talking about some, you still play with toys? That's so weird. They did the same thing with anime back in the day. Couldn't even remotely bring it up because your aura points would decrease by at least 1 million, and the honeys would start looking at you sideways, but that was all before the great shift. Oh, what a time. You even see the popular girls talking about anime now, could bring tears to a grown man's eyes. Anyways, Woody starts to give the squad a speech, and it's the exact opposite of Commander Irwin's told them to give up. Andy's going to college now, and if they're there, they gonna deter every goal that comes in the room, so they will have to prepare to go to the attic. But as he's talking, the soldiers gon' dip out, saying they ain't trying to go to no attic. Furthermore, they more likely to become Flight Reactor's basketball skills straight garbage. Why is bro moving like this is his first time in his own body? Someone then starts to come to the room, the squad run back into the chest, and it's Andy and his sister. She's over here asking for his room and all his games for when he goes to college, gonna come back to his room looking like these. His mom then comes in saying that he should separate what he wants to donate, take to college and dump in the bin. Molly had to do the same. Barbie got dumped within seconds. Whole squad starts panicking, thinking they about to get done the same way. Andy then starts packing and just puts a bunch of the toys in a trash bag, even took out the money from Ham. Could've at least let him keep the bread. He then gets to Woody and Buzz, his two favorite toys, and decides to put Woody in the college box and dump Buzz in the trash bag. Peep the face drop. I just know bro felt that betrayal. He thinking I'm not just like the rest of you. I'm stronger. I'm smarter. I'm better. I am better! Woody then jumps out the box, but turns out they ain't even getting thrown away and he's just taking them to the attic. I don't know why bro's so happy. They about to see a spider the size no man has ever seen and 5 crackers making themselves at home. But Andy puts the bag down to help his sister, the attic door closes and his mum pulls up thinking the bag is trash, taking it downstairs. Woody immediately knew they were cooked, started thinking of all the ways he could get them out, just to pick the worst one, telling Buster to pull up. Bro's just an old ass dog. Him and his cat friends are walking like these nowadays. Brody just found the secret formula to make fandom lose weight. He said he gonna be in shape by December 4 times in a row. Still looking like these. Woody then hops on Buster, but he just gonna lay on him, got him feeling like he's taking one for the team. He gets out, looks outside, and Andy's mom done already put the squad on the curb, got them all panicking. So Woody grabs some scissors, jumps onto the drain, falls into a bush, and the squad is over here pushing Rex's pointy tail into the trash bag, trying to get it to break. Woody then pulls up, but the truck is already there as well. He cuts the first bag, straight garbage juice. Next bag, straight garbage juice. 100% crash out worthy. That garbage juice is no joke. Or have you scrubbing yourself for the next 10 days straight. The garbage guy then comes throwing the 3 pins in the truck and they all get crushed. Got Woody over here looking like he just found out his goal's going to the A&P pool party. And that ain't even the worst part. She going with her single friends. Duke Dennis, Jay Cinco and me are all gonna be there. Your girl's going, gang. But he then turns around to see that the squad already got out and are hiding in the box. Peep the relief on his face. False alarm, her and her friends are just going on a Miami trip. Gang, your girl's still going. The squad then come out from under the box and they're all heated. Can't believe Andy would throw them out like that. I've been there for you since day one. Jessie then comes up with the idea for the squad to get donated to Sunnyside, seeing they can find a new home there. Woody's going to college with Andy anyways. He's about to have the time of his life while they were about to get turned into the next horror movie toy. Woody then pulls up on them trying to explain that it was a mistake. Andy's mom put them there thinking they were trash, but the squad ain't going for it. And while they're arguing, Andy's mom pulls up, shutting the boot door and driving off, taking them to Sunnyside. Got Woody in the car mad as hell, started telling them the horrors and dangers of daycare like this is a campfire story. Rex over here just thinking about putting a lighter in the fire, straight tomfoolery. They then make it to Sunnyside. Andy's mom drops them off, the worker puts them inside the daycare room, and Rex over here is just way too geeked, started pushing towards the front, causing the whole box to drop. Got the whole group of toys looking at them like they just saw them walk out a Soulja Boy concert, straight confusion, but them frowns turned to smiles real quick as they all welcome them to Sunnyside, their new home. Mr. Potato's Head, not even go. Wife got taken within seconds. She's over here feeling on another man's biceps right in front of you, geeking out.
Me personally, I wouldn't take this level of disrespect.
He's trying to copy him looking like these. I'll see you in the gym, gang. A truck then pulls up, a purple bear gets off of it and he introduces himself as Lotso, and you can already tell he runs this whole place. He then welcomes them and starts to explain the whole system. They gon' get played with 5 days a week and ain't ever gon' have to worry about not getting played with, cause when the kids grow older, a new batch come through. Got the whole squad happy as hell, no more being thrown away like a side piece to the new gaming console. And did you hear the PS6 is coming out in like 2 years? Gaga just got the PS5. There's still people out here playing with the old PS4, they holding on for dear life. PS is crying out in pain right now.
What more do you want from me?
But anywho, Lotso then calls Ken. He comes down, hops out the elevator, looks over, and both him and Barbie are immediately geeked. Started flirting like they were made for each other. Got the same feeling after seeing Prime Fortnite for the first time. Instantly knew. It's like I was made for this. Ken then gives them a tour of the building and Lotso shows them where they'll be staying, the caterpillar room. Whole squad looking around like this the best day of their lives, just for Woody to have a kid with Cheeto dust all over his mouth asking if he has games on his phone. Yeah, I got one, it's called Back Up or You Will Get Boomed. Lotso then goes to leave back to his room, but Ken's over here trying to use all the Riz tactics he learned from me. Been trying to teach him the hey, but he just can't get it down. I look like a black mom trying to help with homework. Josh, go get my belt. Ken then tells Barbie to come live with him and she goes instantly, wasn't even a question. Baby then closes the door looking all creepy, and that right there is the first red flag. So after they leave, Woody tries to get the squad to come back with him, but they ain't going for it again, saying that Andy didn't want them, they could have a whole new life here. Woody tried to tell them that he was taking them to the attic, but it's like speaking to a brick wall, they just ain't listening. This the best form of rage baiting, just stare at them while they're shouting, watch their anger go from 5 to 1,000. So Woody tells him he's going regardless, whoever wants to come can come. Buzz tells him that mission with Andy's complete now, they just gonna have to stay together. Got Woody in straight disbelief, calling them every name under the sun. The switch up is crazy, type of guy you lend money to and when you want it back, they gonna get mad at you. Brother, you're going to receive a knuckle sandwich. Someone then starts to come in, the squad disperses and Woody decides to go back to Andy, and this some stuff straight out of Mission Impossible right here. He hides underneath the janitor trolley, gets into the toilet and peeps the window in front of him. Puts down a piece of tissue in the toilet first, cause of course you can't dirty the J's, and people be committing the most heinous acts in these public toilets for absolutely no reason. Pissing all over the seat and the floor purely for love of the game. Gang, are you alright? Woody then jumps up onto the top of the store and I'm thinking the janitor done seen him, but his eyesight's just a bit wonky, all he saw was a stain on the glass. He wipes it and Woody's already gone. He then jumps on top of the building, looks over to see that the exit's about 50 feet away, and his hat gon' fly off, leading him straight to a kite. That must be Doctor Strange's cape's cousin or something, cause it practically has a mind of its own. So Woody flies over the playground, makes it over the Titan wall, lands, but bro gon' forget to let go, flying straight back up to the air. He was over here feeling himself as well, sold the whole bag. He was looking at the mirror like these. I think you need to calm down still, you're not letting still. So he gets into the air and the kite gon' break, sending him free falling like 200 feet. He lands in a tree and just before he hits the ground, stops like this is a spy mission with the string holding him up. He tries to get himself off, but like a big back trying to scratch their own back, it's just not working. And it's already too late for bro. One of the kids from the daycare pulls up, taking him and driving off, leaving his hat behind. Got Woody trying to hold on inside the bag. Damn, how fast are they driving? The mum must be cutting up. Just got the news that there's a new sale at Primark. All the mums in the local area started rushing there. All their husbands are go be in there struggling to stand up. The gravity increases by like times 100 in there for no reason. It's practically a death match between the husbands, last one standing wins. We then cut back to the squad and now it's time for the kids to come in. They get into position, Buzz looks around and peeps that everyone but them is hiding. Immediately knew they were cooked. Kids barge through the doors and they're just straight up abusing the toys, got them looking like titans, just manhandling everyone. Brody done dismantled his whole body and started putting them in his mouth and his nose. He gon' gain consciousness in about 30 seconds, realize he's a weirdo. But Buzz then gets thrown up to the window and peeps Lotso and the rest of the toys in the other room being treated like babies. They having the time of their lives. Got Buzz in shock. He thinking about going in there and violating everyone just to get grabbed again and taken back to KSI's fanbase. And while they're being done like guys dating girls from South London, we see Woody having a play date with Bunny and some new toys. She got bro sitting down hitting the Shannon Sharp. We even got Stephen A. Smith, Skip and Molly over here. But Bunny then leaves to use the toilet. Woody asks where the hell they're at and Trixie over here gonna say they're in a cafe in Paris or a coffee shop in New Jersey. These theater kids need to relax, they be doing the most 24/7. You ask them what the time is, they start singing in your face for no reason. Shut your lame ass up, man. even got Woody in straight awe after hearing her answer. He can't believe he's seeing this in real life. He thought theater kids was something you only see on the internet. But Bonnie then comes back, they continue playing, and Woody's low-key having fun. He ain't played like this in years. Been in that chest for the past 4 years, just sitting there like Gojo, sealed up, just waiting to be released. We then cut back to the squad, and they look like they just come out a bus full of school kids. You be hearing the maddest conversations in there. And the back of the bus, I won't even want to talk about the back of the bus, bro. I got horror stories about the back of the bus. It still haunts me to this day. The squad then start complaining, saying they should be in the other room with the older kids. These toddlers be hitting them with suplexes and clotheslines. So Buzz decides he gonna talk to Lotso to get a room change for them, but all the doors and windows are locked. The only way out is that top window thing at the top of the door. And since when did these things open? I've never seen one with even a handle before. Unless you were damn 6'10", they were practically useless. So they fling Buzz up, he grabs onto the line and just peep the athleticism. No one can say Buzz isn't the toughest toy out there. He got a built-in tough mode. He's practically that one kid in school that's just good at everything for no reason. Although I say I love Buzz, this kid was my biggest enemy in school. I can't stand it. I was once in my career the fastest in my class. Brody came out of nowhere, beat me, took my place and took my goal. Most one-sided rivalry began from that day onwards. Buzz then looks on the other side of the door and peeps Ken and Barbie acting like that one couple in school. Buzz is just disgusted by this. Get a job, pal. Two of the other toys then pull up, taking Ken away, saying that they're late. Buzz scales down, pulls up to the rim and sees them going into the vending machine. I'm just thinking they about to go get some good eats, and them Maltesers be bussin'. But Buzz enters the machine, climbs up to the top, looks around the corner and they're just gambling. Brody over here done bet on SGA under 5 free throws, dumbest bet of all time. They all then start talking about the new recruits, saying they won't be able to last a week. Buzz tries to leave but gets caught by the baby, getting thrown into the table and getting a bag put over his head. Damn, bro was just trying to get to the bag as well. Gave up way too early last time. He trying to play till he used up everything. Son's college tuition can wait. This is what's really important. He then take the bag off his head, and bro, is this the mafia or something? They got bro tied up, light in his face like those light skins before the great shift trying to take a flick. Gang, he was just going on a walk. Lotso then pulls up, and after seeing what's going on, he's mad as hell, saying that this ain't how they treat their guest, untying Buzz. Buzz then asks for a transfer to the other room, and Lotso gives it to him immediately, saying they're calling him up to the big leagues, both speaking in TikTok comments. Buzz then says he gon' get his friends real quick, but Lotso tells him to hold on. They gon' have to stay there cause the kid's gon' need someone to play with. Buzz disagrees, and bro's whole demeanor changes, went from being warm and fuzzy to cold and mad. Told bro to get Buzz back in the seat and get out the bookworm. He comes out with a manual to Buzz's toy. Lotso opens it up, peeps their instructions, and they gon' start to unscrew his back. Bro, ain't this a tad bit dark? I thought this was a kids movie. They doing bro like he just crossed the cartel. And they gon' hit him with a factory reset, switching bro from play to demo mode. Speed done the same thing to Lil Nas, turning bro straight just from looking at him is insane work. The squad then tried to check on Buzz, and Mrs. Potato Head peeps Andy through a missing eye, the one that she left behind. Turns out Andy was looking for them, arguing with his mom, saying that he was meant to put them in the attic. Whole squad realized that Woody was telling the truth, but as they're having this epiphany, Lotso and his squad pull up. They start arguing. Shut up, bitch! Jessie goes to leave, but Buzz gon' come out the darkness out of nowhere, just doing way too much. They must have hit another flip on his back, saying just aura farm as much as you can, cause he's been standing there for the last 10 minutes just waiting to make his entrance. Rex then pulls up on him, all happy. Whoa, back up, sweep, jump off his head onto the rest of them and just starts messing everyone up. Was doing them so dusty they couldn't even show it on the screen. So he rounds them up, and the squad quickly realized that he's gone back to how he was in the first movie, straight deluded. Looking like these grown ass men on the IG models post. Gang, you're 41, 6 kids and no job. I promise you she doesn't want you. Lotso then tells Buzz to lock them up. They get put into prison, but Mr. Potato Head's over here running his mouth. So Lotso tells Baby to take him him outside to the box to learn his lesson. It's a closed off sandbox, you can't get out at all, and the only thing you've got is a speaker playing co-worker music, straight torture. Barbie then pulls up to the room asking what the hell's going on. Ken tries to take her away, but she's a strong independent woman, told him they're done. She even took the scarf and got locked up as well. Lotso then explains the rules to them, and just to put that little bit of extra fear into their hearts, he gon' throw Woody's hat in front of them, got them thinking he's been taken and forced to complete a job application. He then leaves, leaving Buzz to guard them, and we cut back to Woody as he's sneaking out of bed and finds out where he is. The rest of the toys pull up on him, asking him, what are you doing? Nothing. Me? Just hanging around. Woody tells him that he needs to get back to his house. He's already got an owner, and they decide to build up the computer for him to help him find his way. And while he's looking, they gon' get a message from Velocity 237. Trixie gonna immediately step in the way, getting rid of the message. Don't you find that suspicious? Woody then finds out that Andy's crib is right around the corner, started celebrating like this the best day of his life. He goes to leave, telling them that if they ever make it to Sunnyside, they should tell the squad that Woody made it home. Got the whole squad in confusion, asking how he escaped, which now has Woody in confusion. What do you mean escaped? They then start to tell him that Lotso is a crazy man. He may seem nice and fluffy, but on the inside, he's tapped, he's nuts, he's bonkers, he's crazy. Buddy over here sitting at the window, thinking he's about to be the next anime protagonist, starts to give the lore on Lotso and how he came to be. Lotso used to be a good toy. Him, Lotso, and that weird baby we saw from earlier used to have the same kid, but Lotso was loved the most. Until one day, as they were playing in a field, Daisy fell asleep and the parents picked her up and left without the toys. They have to be NBA refs or something. There's no way you don't see 3 toys that your daughter loves on the ground right next to your car. But even after being left for dead, Lotso didn't give up. After traveling 27 days, 27 nights, they finally made it back to Daisy's crib just to see that Brody's been replaced. The start of his villain arc got dumped and replaced within days, and that's when something snapped in him. He became the angry old guy from across the street and gaslit the rest of the group into thinking Daisy replaced all of them, taking them away. I don't know why Buddy ain't just jumped back in the crib right there, but hey, we digress. So they then went on a whole dark and despair adventure and found Sunnyside, where Lotso took over it and became the man he is today. And after hearing all this, Woody decides to follow the words of Nick A. Dirty and go back for his friends. We then cut back to the squad still locked up, and where are the humans? Are they not seeing a whole group of toys locked up and another toy patrolling the area? It's even daytime. They over here riding around in a truck like it's nothing. Either the CCTV is straight doo-doo water or Lotso has the humans on lock as well. Lotso then tells the baby to bring back Mr. Potato Head, and bro's just covered in sand. He's saying that it was hella dark and for some reason there was chocolate in there. Gang, I'm sorry, that was not chocolate. We then fast forward to Bonnie pulling up to daycare. Woody comes out with her bag, climbs up through the ceiling and pulls up to the caterpillar room just to see the squad getting absolutely abused. She gonna be a future discus athlete with that throw. Woody then hears something behind him, and it's Buddy from earlier telling him to pick up the phone. He picks it up and turns out Buddy's a whole grown ass man. I thought he was a kid when we last saw him. He's got a deeper voice than me. Bro's 35 but looks 14. Gang, I thought that was Cheeto dust on his lips. But he then starts to tell Woody that he shouldn't have come back. They cracked down on security since he left. More guards and more patrol. He then says that if they wanna get out, they gon' have to go through the garbage chute, and starts to give the rundown on how they gon' escape. First thing they gon' have to do is get past the locked doors. Keys are in the office. Next, take out the patrol trucks. But the real problem is the monkey. He's on cams 24/7. He sees everything. So to ensure his escape, they gon' have to take out the monkey. And I ain't even gonna lie, I was scared as hellas, bro, when I was a kid. Him just screaming and clapping the syllables put so much fear into me, it's crazy. After watching this movie for the first time, I was sleeping like these. Couldn't let bro catch me lacking one time. So after getting manhandled by the kids the second time, Woody pulls up on the whole squad. They thought he left with Andy. They was gonna be surrounded by all the college baddies like these. Jessie then apologizes, and just listen to this.
Jessie's right, Woody. She was wrong.
He's talking like he wasn't the main one, saying they gotta leave Andy. Oh yeah, Sunnyside is a beautiful place. Absolutely zero accountability is crazy. but Woody then says they gon' bust our here tonight and starts to explain the plan to them. We then fast forward to the squad in their cells and the plan is already in action. Buzz realizes that Mr. Potato Head isn't in his cell, it was a fake. He turns around and sees them trying to open the child lock, so Mr. Potato Head runs away, distracting the guards, allowing Slinky to get out of his cell and Woody to come down, picking him up, leaving the marbles. And Mr. Potato Head is just dissing Ken over here.
My drip better, my clothes fit better, my hoes better, my tattoos better.
He even gon' kick bro in the shin. If you've ever been hit in the shin by a scooter, you know what kind of pain this is. Has to be top 5. The baby then takes Mr. Potato Head back to the box again, but this is all part of the plan as he opens up a hole in the side, dropping out all his body parts from it. And Barbie's over here calling Ken. Ay, that manipulation goes crazy. She just saying all the right things. I'll never do it again. Yeah, we heard that before. But Ken's inexperienced in this field. He fell for the genjutsu immediately, letting her out. Woody and Slinky then pull up on the monkey. He swings over, but the monkey go hit him with a jump scare, causing him to fall on him. It gets up, tries to go for the alarm, but Woody follows, using the cord to catch him. Tries to jump on him, but he can reverse that, jumping on his back, and he's just popping his eardrums over and over again. Turn bro's head into a C, but Slinky comes through with the rescue, saving Woody, wrapping the monkey up in some tape, and they grab the keys. We then call over to Barbie, and she's got this genjutsu thing on lock. Got bro to model a bunch of outfits for her. Slinky then tells the squad through the cameras that it's time, and Ham and Rex start to fake a fight to distract Buzz so Jessie can get out. They both got short arms when hitting nothing but straight air. Most useless fight of all time. Buzz breaks up the fight, but this allows Bullseye and Jessie to pull up with a container, doing bro like he's a spider in the crib with Ham and Rex sitting on it. Got Buzz acting like he's Bolt, thinking he has powers.
This nigga is trash.
Jessie then grabs a tortilla, throws it outside, and Mr. Potato Head's parts pull up, sticking themselves into it, making a whole new body, forming Mr. Tortilla Head. Ken then shows Barbie his karate outfit, but she's already gone. Outfit ain't give him no plus attributes cause she gon' pull up from behind, tackling him like it's nothing. She then tells him to tell her what Lotso did to Buzz, but he ain't breaking until she ties him up and starts to tear all his clothes. Turn half these clothes into average Balenci wear. People walking around, butt cheeks out. It's Balenci though. Gang, you look homeless. You could literally hit the I need a tissue trend on your shirt. Suddenly the values increased by 10k. But he finally tells her what they did to Buzz, and we cut over to Slinky as he slides over a key to Jessie, and Mr. Potato Head pulls up on Lotso sleeping like a baby. He gives the signal to his wife and she opens the door for all of them to get out the building. Barbie then goes to get the manual from the bookworm dressed up as Ken, and bro gon' peep the heels. Didn't even question it, Ken just be doing stuff nowadays, he ain't even surprised anymore. So she pulls up on Woody with the manual, and the pigeon pulls up on Mr. Potato Head and starts to eat his skin. Yo, when did Toy Story get this dark? It started off with sunshines and rainbows, now we got mafia torture, jails, and eating of the skin. Make this a live action with normal humans and it's a horror. You gonna have Woody dancing in front of Lotso like these. So Mr. Potato Head loses his body and looks over to the plants for a new one. Woody then pulls up on Rex and Ham, but Buzz gon' kick them off the container, making a run for it, speaking to his wrist trying to talk the Star Command. He acting like one of them tweakers at the bus stop that just won't stop yapping. Do not make eye contact. I repeat, do not make eye contact. He gon' pull out his mastered kung fu skills out of nowhere, start violating you. Rex and Ham then eventually tackle him. They open up his back, flip the switch, but it's not working. He's still stuck in delusional mode. They read the manual again and it says to press a hole in his back. Rex presses it, holding it down, but they later read they shouldn't hold it for more than 5 seconds, but it's already too late. Buzz done reset into Spanish mode. They turn bro into Juicy from that one skip. They then run off with Buzz anyways, cause at least he's not trying to violate them anymore. Pull up on the rest of the squad, and the minute Buzz sees Jessie, he's immediately geeked. Dropping to his knees, started using that Spanish riz. I might have to learn Spanish myself. It increases your riz by at least 500 points. The squad then starts to see someone coming, but it's just Mr. Potato Head as a cucumber. Got his wife geeking now, saying that he's so tall. Bro, it's even a cheat code in the cartoon world. If he's 6'3" and above, suddenly girls are blind to every red flag on the planet. It don't even matter anymore. But they then take away his height increasing procedure, giving him back his body. They all come down the slide and they're almost at the finish line now. They all start to cross over, but Woody, Bullseye and the aliens get stuck on the other side because of the patrol, so they decide to take a different route. Just to see that the baby is just sitting there on the swing looking at the sky. Bro, what you want? They try to sneak around, but as they're getting down, one of the aliens gonna drop. What's that? They just about hit the duck in time. Got the baby over here looking straight evil. What type of Chucky doll is this? He starts to walk over, gets to the spot just to see they're not even there anymore, done hid under the bucket. I wouldn't even know how they got there in time with the baby looking straight at them the whole walk down. Eyes ain't deviate one time. He was locked in like KD after finding out there's something called lotion. Someone please explain this to me. So the baby walks away and Jessie gets grabbed by Buzz as he's trying to use them hips as Riz. He done put on a whole performance for her, hitting D straight in her face. He gives her a flower, but Woody comes out and she gonna run straight towards him, giving him a hug. Valid crash out, this the start of his villain arc. Heave the side eye, he about ready to smoke Woody right there and then. They then make it to the chute. Woody can't jump up to get it open, so Buzz gon' show out and show Jessie who the real man is. And you can't even lie, this was tough as hell. They all climb up, Woody goes down the chute first and stops right before the bin. The rest of the squad then start to come down and they gon' come down all at the same time, almost pushing Woody straight into the bins, Hebro hitting the Wally West pose. Jessie pulls him up and Slinky gon' jump over to the other side to let the squad cross over, but Lotso gon' pull up on them out of nowhere, kicking bro back. Turns out Buddy from earlier done snitched on them. I won't even blame him for real. They done forced bro to listen to KSI's music for a whole 2 minutes. I would do the same. Lotso then says they ain't going nowhere. Just to say it's perfect timing. The garbage truck's coming. He gon' dump them since they wanna leave so much. How you gon' contradict yourself within seconds? And out of nowhere, Barbie gon' start speaking like she's a Harvard student.
Authority should derive from the consent of the governed, not from the threat of force.
When the hell did she learn that? Been faking the dumb blonde this whole time. The octopus then starts to push them in, but Ken gon' pull up, saying they should stop. He loves Barbie. Got Lotso over here confused. Brother, you met her 2 days ago. So he decides since you love her so much, gang, you can be with her, throwing them over to the squad. He then starts to leave, but Woody gon' bring up Daisy, his first heartbreak, rage baited him within seconds. Works like a damn charm every time, even forced him to expose the truth that Big Baby wasn't replaced, it was just him. Woody throws the name tag over to the baby, but Lotso gon' grab it from him, saying that she never loved him in the first place, throwing it to the ground and smashing it. Yo, Brody's insane, beefing with a baby is crazy work. He talking about some, look at his face, dumb little face.
Stop.
Yo, Zach, get your boy down. Even got the other toys watching in awe as Buddy crashes out, but Baby's had enough, picks him up, walks over and throws him in the trash bin instead, closing the lid. He even blew raspberries at him. Yeah, he been had enough, been plotting for the last year on how to get bro gone. So the squad goes across and all the henchmen just gon' leave, not even a sorry or anything, straight L-mans. And as they're crossing, one of the aliens gon' get stuck, which I have no idea how it's possible. Gang, the lid is closed. So Woody lifts it up to help him just to get grabbed by Lotso and pulled in, again like a horror movie. The trash bin comes to take them away, the squad jump on, Ken tells Barbie not to, they try to grab Woody but miss and all fall in. Luckily, Buzz glows in the dark, they all run to him just for more trash to be dumped on them. Everyone hits the dash, but Buzz gon' run back to go grab his babes. He helps her out, they start to run, he picks her up and hey, I ain't even gonna lie, this may just be Riz. This the type of stuff every man on this planet has had a dream about. Saving your crush from a school fire, yeah, I felt like the man. Just to wake up mad as hell, bro, I had the perfect life. But as they're running, a TV drops down, Buzz throws her away to safety and it drops on him. But they pull him out, he starts to tweak and he's now back to normal, but he don't remember a single thing that just happened. Brody lost all his wrist goals in an instant, just like that. They then make it to the dump, getting thrown in, and Woody's over here looking around like this is his worst nightmare. This the place where they keep all of Mouse's music. He's been trying to avoid this place for years now. And while everyone's regrouping, the aliens go and instantly run off to the claw, getting swept up in a bunch of rubbish. And the squad ain't even got time to think about them, got swept up as well, straight into a conveyor that's heading straight towards a crusher. They all grab certain metal in an instant, sticking to the top so they don't get done like these. place, just for Lotso to pull up out the rubbish asking for help. I was even thinking where Brody went, but he gon' ask for help now? Get a load of this guy. But Woody jumps down instantly to help him, and that boy Buzz is the realest one I've ever seen. He go jump down as well to help. If Woody's going, so is Buzz. He's just the realest one out there. Woody grabs a golf club, they pry the bag of Lotso, and all of them grab onto it, getting sent to the top just in time. They done got 50+ points for the near miss. The squad then tell Woody to drop down, and they do, taking 0 fall damage. I was expecting someone to be limping at least. They walking it off like that's normal. Rexton starts to say he can see daylight, but they look closer and it's a whole incinerator. They immediately hit the dash, and Lotso has to have some middle-aged white women genes in him cause he gon' slip. At a time like this is crazy, but to be fair, I've gotta give the benefit of the doubt. He's like 70 years old and was using a cane earlier, and turns out this slip was even helpful cause he gon' peep a ladder leading to a stop button. He runs over, but them honey buns ain't been doing bro justice. He can't even get up, so he calls Woody and Buzz to help him up. He climbs to the button, gets there, looks at the squad, and with the most menacing smile I've ever seen says, "Where's your kid now?" and runs off. This is pure evil. Absolutely no reason to do this. Could have saved them and they all got out. Happy ending, but no, F all that. Brody just wants to rack up his enemy count. So the squad fall into the incinerator. They try to climb up, but it don't work. Got them accepting defeat, holding each other's hands, just getting ready for death to come. Even Woody held hands. They just all hit in the dog face. They knew they were cooked. And I was watching this just thinking, how the hell are they gonna get out of this? There's no way they die at the end of the movie. I know Disney was moving different back in the day, but not that different, cause a claw gon' come out of nowhere, picking up a clump of rubbish with the squad in it. They get lifted up and it's the aliens. Instantly took them to MVP of this movie within seconds. The clutch is insane. Got Woody looking back like he just finally escaped the 10 out of 10 toxic light skin. The squad then get dumped off and Buzz and Jessie are still holding hands. Hey, I'm trying to go crazy. They say their thanks to the aliens, and we cut to Lotso getting picked up by a truck driver. Brody got put at the front of the truck to live a life of eating flies forever. Mrs. Potato Head then looks through her other eye to see that Andy is packing and he's almost done, so they hop on a garbage truck to get back to the crib. I could have sworn the truck only comes once a week. Bro, it's been 3 days. How much trash are you throwing away? They all then clean themselves off, climbing back into the room. The squad jumps in the attic box. They say their goodbyes and Woody jumps in the college box. Andy and his family then come in, start getting all sentimental, and when they turn around, Woody gon' jump out the box, grabbing a pen and sticky notes. He pulls up to the other box, starts to write a note. Andy turns around, peeps the note, opens the box and sees that all his toys are back. And at this point, I would start getting very suspicious. Toys are just appearing back up out of nowhere with a note that wasn't in when you came in. Yeah, I'm chucking them out immediately. I ain't getting caught up in no horror movie. Andy then looks at the note again, and I know they don't show it properly, but Woody wrote down the address of Bonnie's house that he was at earlier. So Andy takes them to Bonnie's house, and bro's just looking over the fence looking creepy. Bonnie knew one of the most important rules, stranger danger, told her mom instantly. Well done, Bonnie. But turns out her mom already knows Andy. Her mom and his are already friends. She done already exposed some of Andy's deepest and darkest secrets just to gain some mom points. So Andy says that he has some toys for Bonnie. He starts to show them to her and explains all of their backstories, making her promise to take care of them. But she looks in the box and sees Woody, saying that's her cowboy.
My cowboy!
Bitch, I don't care. What the fuck that supposed to do to me?
Andy then starts to say that Woody is his favorite toy. He's been with him since day one, and he gives it to Bonnie, saying that she has to take special care of him.
I'm so sorry.
They then start to play together with all the toys, and I guess bro forgot about his college cause he was playing there even after the gardener's shift ended. They looking at bro sideways. Hey, don't judge, he's having fun. But after a while, Andy then leaves to go to college all sad cause he's leaving his toys behind. And within seconds, she gon' forget her whole promise to keep them safe, leaving them on the porch to go inside and get some food. If I'm Andy, I'm spinning the block, grabbing the toys and putting them in the car, dipping out before she comes back. Done broke the promise within microseconds. Anyways, the squad then get up to watch Andy leave, saying their final goodbye, and the movie ends with Woody introduces the squad to the other toys he met earlier, and it pans to the wallpaper of the first movie. Sensational. But this ain't even the end just yet. Turns out when Barbie and Ken stayed, they done took over Sunnyside and made it a nice and fun place. They even subbing out to get abused by the kids, and the soldiers from the start of the movie pulled up on them. So now that this movie's officially finished, I could say this was absolutely peak from start to finish. Perfect. Just perfect. But although it was perfect, I can also say it was dark as hell. I did not expect this. They was out here getting tortured by titans, got locked up, and the squad even almost died. They don't make kids movies like this anymore. Everything nowadays is just sunshine and rainbows. But hey, I've got nothing bad to say about this movie. Lotso was an amazing villain as well. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the vid. All glory to God, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.